Hey guys, I just finished making a potion room. This was originally made by Jigarbov, and it's basically two arrays of buttons, so this one and this one, and then these buttons tell you if you want to use just this array, or the basic ingredients, which are just a bunch of dispensers at the top. So right now I have blue and purple picked, so I'll say give me all of the ingredients, get the basic ingredients, blue and purple. If I just want the basic ingredients, I get that. If I just want the modifier, I get this, and if I just want the effect, I get this. I want to change that, so I get healing and increased duration. I get everything at once, and there we go. So Jigarbov, he used pistons, and it was a bit bigger than mine. I wanted to use only redstone, so I didn't want to have people needing slimes and everything in order to have a potion room. So yeah, I just went and I went up and decided on this design. Basically, it's the button array, which acts as RS NORs connected to OR gates, which are below there, and it makes the buttons act as levers. So basically, if you click this button, it tells you reset all of the other RS NORs and then set this one only. And then I took the outputs from those right here. I put those into these torches and brought them up, and then this block right here, this torch, these repeaters, and this block, they act as an AND gate. So only when these repeaters are off and these torches are off, so like this one, can these be powered or unpowered, and the signal gets transmit to one of these dispensers. To save redstone, I used repeaters and blocks instead of alternating repeaters and redstone. And that also just makes it a lot neater and modular, so it's simpler to understand when you're actually like if you wanted in a recent video of his, he added splash potions, and it makes it much easier to add more selectors if it's more modular. So basically, if you select one, this is unpowered, so that's one of the two necessary steps to getting an item. And then the last part is this line of redstone, which basically powers these repeaters, is hooked up to a button. So when you press the button, these torches go on, it gets an item, and then it goes off again. And so that's the same concept for this one and this one right here. And then this part on this side is the it's kind of selective. You could either hook it up to all of these, so up there, and up there, or just this, or just this. And the way that works is the first three, they just go to one of the three dispensing areas. So the first one goes up here, and it goes to potions and the nether wart. And then the next one, you can kind of see it goes right there, and it's hooked up to this line, which actually goes the furthest, and it's hooked up to this array, which I believe are the modifiers. I'm not sure, but yeah, it goes up there. And if you're wondering why I'm using blocks everywhere, that's just so I can save some redstone. It's better to use a block than just redstone there. It's less resource intensive. And then the next one powers this block, and then it goes backwards on itself through here. I used a repeater so it wouldn't get powered by this and everything, or affected by the torch here. So it goes through the block again, and then it goes, and this stuff isn't really needed. I was just experimenting with stuff, but yeah. Then that goes over here, and it connects to this one. The last one is interesting. It says give all of them. So it says hook this button up to these 3 buttons. So the way I do that is I have a one-way current, so just repeaters that hook up. This one goes over to that, just hooks it up to the same line. Then it also goes up here and hooks it up. Looks a bit weird, but this repeater goes down here and powers this line, so that gets the basic potion. And then, well, actually this repeater does 2 things. It powers this line and this line, so that saves you from using another repeater. Goes over here, connects it to everything else. And yeah, so that's the potion room. Oh yeah, now I want to explain this. Basically, you can see these are the outputs, so they would be dispensers, but pistons are more visual. These are the selector arrays, so I'm just replacing this clunker with a lever, and then this button powers every single one of these AND gates, right? So if you select, I'm going to select this piston and this piston, and then when I click the button, those go, because when these are powered, both of these torches are off, that one's on, and it goes. So now let's say I want to change it to that one. I get those 2. And so with that concept, you can replace one of these button selectors with basically a lever. And I did that over here. So this goes for the I think it was splash potions and corruptness, I'm not sure. But basically you might want to have 2 or 3 modifiers instead of just 1. So you can select it with a lever, and you can see that. And this is a separate signal. And then there's these 3 which are connected to each other. So that means you can have 2 torches on, you can have 2 dispensers activated, and then if you click, I need to fill these up, and if you click these, you get 2 right there. This is how the wiring went for this. You just inverted it and sent it to the same torch. So this is also kind of an AND gate, not really, it's an OR gate, but it works the same way. So yeah, that is my improved version of Jigarbov's potion room, and thank you for watching.